Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of Crunchtime. My name is Joshua Ventures and I'm here today with Janae, and we're going to talk a little bit about UAPB baseball, a U.S. long jumper being stripped of her national title, the NFL draft, and the NBA playoffs. I'm going to kick it to Janae for more.
Thank you, Josh. The UAPB Golden Lions rallied from down 8-6 in the 8th inning to win in breathtaking fashion, tallying 9 runs in the 9th to secure a 15-9 victory over the Texas Southern Tigers Saturday. Junior Jackson Lucas got the win out of the bullpen for UAPB. The right-hander went 2.2 innings, giving up 3 runs, all of them earned on 4 hits, allowing 2 walks and striking out 2. Junior Peyton Naaman also pitched well, going 1 shutout winning without allowing a hit, walking none and striking out 1. U.S. long jumper Tara Davis Woodhull was stripped of her indoor national title after testing positive for cannabis. She was also suspended for a month as a result. Tara tested positive for the substance after winning the long jump title with a 6.99-meter jump at the Indoor National Championships in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And now back to Josh.
Thank you, Janae. The NFL draft will be hosted this week in Kansas City, Missouri, from Thursday night, April 27th to Saturday, April 29th. The first round picks will be announced Thursday night, the second through third round picks will be announced Friday, and the 4th through 7th round picks will be announced Saturday. This year's draft is really intriguing because there is still speculation and uncertainty around who is going when and where. Usually as we get closer to the draft, picks beforehand become more clear-cut of where the prospects are going to go or expected to go. But this year, everything is really up in the air. Multiple teams are expected to take a quarterback in the top 10, especially the Carolina Panthers, who traded their star receiver DJ Moore to the Chicago Bears to trade up to number 1 and likely draft their quarterback of the future. Still though, whichever quarterback they may pick is still unclear, and it's still the question in the air is which quarterbacks are going when and where. Some of the top names expected to be called in the top 10 are Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. Will Levis and Anthony Richardson could also go in the top 10. Either one could go in the top 5, top 10, or even possibly fall out of the top 10. There have been a ton of mock drafts, front offices, and GMs giving multiple mixed signals on who could go when and where. But that's one of the most intriguing parts of the draft. This draft is really top-heavy, so expect a lot of talent to go within the first 2 rounds. And thanks to all the smoke screens, drama, and uncertainty, this NFL draft will be an exciting one to watch for sure. Well, the NBA playoffs are in full swing this week. Multiple teams have already advanced to the second round, and the best word to describe this playoffs and first round so far is chaos. Multiple lower-seeded teams have been proving big names and seeding doesn't matter in the playoffs. Whichever team wants it more and has more heart is going to come away with the dub. Let's take a look at how the first round has played out so far for the East. In the Eastern Conference, as we can see, the Heat have completely toasted and deep-fried the Bucks in fashion by putting away the number 1 seed on the road as the 8th seed 4-1 the number 1 seed. Jimmy Butler played a flat-out amazing series and took South Beach up to Milwaukee and knocked the Brewers out of the Bucks. The Cavs fall to the Knicks while at home. The Knicks just wanted it more, and they played harder and gave those boys from Cleveland a ticket to Cancun. The 76ers swept the Nets. The 76ers in this case were just a better team with more supporting talent, and it wasn't really a surprise they won the series after the Nets traded away their offensive juggernaut duo of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant at the trade deadline. Now, we're just waiting on the Celtics versus Hawks series. Boston is up 3-2, and anything is possible in the playoffs, so don't necessarily doubt the Hawks, even as the 7th seed. But the Celtics are still the favorites to win this series. Now for the West. The Western Conference, the Nuggets have been gentlemen sweeping the Timberwolves this year, 4-1. The Nuggets were just too much to handle for that baguette big man on the Timberwolves down low. The Nuggets were just the favorites coming into the series, and they wasted no time to get to the second round. Anthony Edwards played an amazing series. He played his heart out the whole time, and hopefully Minnesota gets him some real help soon. The Suns 4-1 the Clippers as well. The Clippers would have had a better chance of competing if they had a healthy Kawhi Leonard or a healthy Paul George, but of course that didn't happen. Health issues in the playoffs have become a real common issue for the Clippers now over the last decade, as it seems they are just almost never in full strength or fully healthy in time for the playoffs. The Suns overpowered them on offense as their new acquisition in Kevin Durant, along with their backbone in Devin Booker, was just too much to handle offensively. The Suns continue to prove that they're one of the scariest teams to play against in the West. The Kings and the Warriors are still duking it out, as Golden State now leads the series 3-2. This has been my favorite series to watch so far. Coming into the series, we knew both teams could put up points in a hurry, and this series had been nothing short of an offensive shootout. It's just flat-out war to whichever team can outscore the other. San Francisco is right up the road from Sacramento, so both teams are really familiar with one another, and every time you see this matchup, expect to see a show. The Grizzlies and Lakers series has been really entertaining to watch, as always. Right now, the 7-seed Lakers are up 3-2 on the 2-seed Grizzlies. LeBron proves to us time and time again you can't count him out, especially in the playoffs. A lot of media attention has been drawn towards this series, as a lot of words have been said from Grizzlies players, especially Delon Brooks, who said earlier in this series, LeBron's old, I don't respect him until he gives me 40. And he also said, I poke bears. Ask and you shall receive. Because LeBron cooked up DeLon a 20-20 game with an L on the side. DeLon doesn't put up a lot of big numbers like that on a game-to-game basis, so I'm going to just add it up for him. Yup, 20 plus 20 equals 40. After those comments, this series has been a battle, and the Grizzlies as a whole have been chirping all season. But DeLon Brooks took it to a new competitive level after mentioning LeBron. This series only has a few games left, and after poking the bear and LeBron James, if the Lakers win and send the Grizzlies home, DeLon Brooks, you're going to need to learn Chinese real soon, buddy. After the break, me and Janae are going to discuss who we feel like has the best chance to win the NBA title.
You feel it from the moment you enter our campus. It's a legacy of greatness. We are the Golden Lion family, committed to innovation and truth. We all come from different places, but now call the Pride Lands home. Whether it's the sciences, arts, or business, we're shaping the minds that one day will reshape the world. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Become a part of the Pride.
Welcome back to this edition of Crunchtime. Now, Janae, who do you feel like can win it all this year?
I feel like the Heat.
Why? Why do you feel like?
The Heat, they have Jimmy Butler. He carrying the whole team. He doing what he always do in playoffs these last few years. He's just been carrying the team, doing what he's supposed to do, getting buckets. And just his killer instinct is going to feel like rub off on the team eventually. Like they see, okay, Jimmy doing it, now we got to match his energy.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler, he's a great playoff performer. You know, he likes to kick it up a notch in the regular season. A lot of times people forget that Jimmy Butler went to the NBA Finals back in 2020 and played against LeBron and that Lakers team who ultimately won. But Jimmy Butler was carrying the mess out of that Heat team the whole time.
Definitely. I feel like with that matchup, like I said, as far as matching energy, LeBron and Jimmy, I feel like they will both could be going head to head. So like both of them on the court together, just like it would be really good to see in some not. It's like Jimmy, he basically made like the impossible possible with him being in the playoffs. So I think that would be really good.
Yeah, the Heat have overcome a lot of obstacles to get to where they are now. They even had to face a tough number one seed in Giannis, who I sat up here a few weeks ago and definitely said that was going to win this NBA Finals. And I'm sticking to that. You know, maybe if they were a little healthy, you know, they could have did a little something. But, you know, health and the NBA playoffs, NBA players are the best in the world, so there's no really telling who wins from time to time. But I'll take my L like a man. I'll take the L. But I'll say now since my team has been knocked out, I really do like the Lakers. I like the Suns' chances of getting there, even though I'm not a Devin Booker fan. I don't like Devin Booker or Kevin Durant from running from the grind.
What's wrong with Durant?
KD, he a great player, but like he like to run from the grind. Like he go make a super team with the Nets. He go get Kyrie Irving, James Harden. It don't work. All right, I'm finna go to another team. I'm finna go to Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton.
I feel like that's working.
That's work. I mean, it's working.
For him this year, yeah.
So you feel like back whenever KD was on Golden State and they was winning ring after ring, you feel like them rings really count, or you feel like it don't really matter?
Definitely not.
Why?
I feel like with that, at that particular time, with having them, KD, like, he was just there for the ring. He really didn't want to play. He just wanted the ring. So it's like,
Yeah.
it don't count.
Yeah, I will say I'll give KD his props. Whenever Kevin Durant does play, he is obviously the best player on the floor. But at some point, you're gonna have to start running from the grind, man. I'm not asking you to be like Dame and go to Portland or go to a low market team and carry them to a ring. But you're gonna have to do something, man. Something gotta give. These Mickey Mouse rings ain't gonna keep cutting it. How you gonna show that to your kids? Like, come on, you gotta do something better. But I will say, out of the West, the Suns are looking like the favorites to me. I really do like the Lakers. I felt like they had a chance to beat the Grizzlies from the start. The Warriors and Kings, that's a great matchup. The Warriors obviously are proven champions. They've been there. They've done that multiple times. And out the East, you have the Celtics. You know, Boston Celtics are a pretty good team. You feel like the Heat could beat the Celtics?
I feel like that would be pretty close. I'm not going to say they would lose, but I do feel like it wouldn't be a blowout game.
Yeah. You like the Knicks? You like the New York Knicks?
I don't.
Why you don't like the Knicks?
They're just, as far as roles, yeah. But they just, I mean, every year it's just, you cheer for them, you like, okay, they might do it. And they fail every time, so it's like, what's the point? You know?
Yeah, that's a lot of New York sports for you. I'm not going to lie to you. But, yeah, I will say this year the playoffs has been very intriguing. And
it's been very entertaining, I say that, throughout the whole time.
Yeah. Jimmy Buckets, somebody you can always rely on to get you a lot of wins in the playoffs. So, final take, say it right here, right now. If you had to put all your money in the bank on it, you would bet on who? You would bet on the Heat to win?
The Heat, definitely.
She has a lot of faith in Miami, boy, I tell you. But I'll say, I did say the Bucks was going to win and the Heat beat the Bucks. So I can't say too much, but I'll say I do love LeBron. LeBron, man, don't let me down, man. Come out, please beat KD. Please send that boy KD back home. Make him get a haircut, do something, please. I beg of you. All right, so I feel like that's all we have for this edition of Crunch Time. I'm Joshua Ventress.
And I'm Janae Bates.